On this week's episode of Nonnative Creative, I am super excited to welcome my good friend and former colleague, Ice Elloso, to the show. Ice is originally from the Philippines, but she has lived and worked in Tokyo, Japan for many years. This is where we met. And she is currently a professional videographer. She works for a company that does lots of advertising and like commercials and stuff like that. So she has lots of interesting advice to share and some funny stories too. I really hope that you enjoy this discussion and make sure to check her out online after you listen. Enjoy. On this episode of Non-Native Creative, I am joined by my friend and former colleague and excellent human, Ice Elloso. I wasn't sure if I should say Isa or not.
Ice is fine.
Ice is fine?
Isa, my mom calls me Isa when she's trying to wake me up in the morning.
I see. So I should not call you that.
So it's either Isa or Ice.
Oh, okay. I think I'll probably stick with Ice.
Yeah.
Or probably something along the lines of Ice.
Ice.
Because you make me laugh a lot. Oh, heartwarming joke. Oh. Anyway, thank you very much for coming to talk to me today. I'm very excited to talk to you because you are doing lots of video-related projects in worlds about which I know very little. And we talked a little bit about it earlier, but I am excited to talk to you and to share what you have done with other people. So, other people, including
that girl,
our guest in the studio from earlier today. So I want to start. I will start every podcast with this question.
Okay.
I know that you're an X-Men person. You're a superhero-y type person.
Okay.
Yes?
Yeah.
So I want to start every episode of this podcast by asking if you could think of yourself as a superhero, how would you explain your origin story?
What? My origin story?
Yes.
If I was a superhero?
Yeah, so like to get to where you are today as the person that you are, what is kind of like your origin point? Like how did it all get started for you? What is Ice's origin story?
I think like I got bitten by a microphone or a microphone cable. No. I think not really my microphone, but okay, I got bitten by an RCA cable.
Oh, very specific. Okay.
When I was a kid.
What's an RCA cable for those of us who don't know?
For those of you who's like born in the 90s maybe.
I don't know what an RCA.
So there used to be a cable that has 3 plugs in it. One is yellow, one is red, and one is white.
Oh, that one, like the one you had in like the back of the Nintendo?
Yeah, or the back of a VHS.
Oh, we're going way back now.
So the yellow one is for the video and the red and white one is for the audio.
Okay.
So yeah, I got bitten by that when I was small.
I see.
So and then I got addicted to like gadgets and equipments.
Really?
Yeah.
But okay, why specifically do you say that cable though? Like why was it just what attracted you? Why did you say the cable of all gadgets to choose from? Why did you choose a cable? I guess I'm like, I can't quite wrap my head around that.
Okay, but just fun fact, like, did you know that the cable you have for your headphones, if it's a different like thickness and stuff, it changes the quality of your audio.
Okay.
So it's not just like a cable. I guess like when I was small, like I'll start it with my brother used to have this audio component, and I used to love watching anime, and I would want to record the opening song of an anime.
Okay.
So I get this cable from the back of the TV, put it into the recorder, and then you record on a tape. A cassette tape.
Whoa!
And then so I get my music from there. But my brother would always be angry. He's like, why is the cables not in the right?
So you would leave them there?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
So it started by doing that. And then you morphed into a video being.
Yeah. I guess also like old cameras had those RCA cables. So, oh my god. Do you know The Ring?
The movie? The terrifying movie?
Yeah, the original one from Japan.
How could I forget? It only traumatized me as a young person. Yeah.
So I went and actually recorded that part of the movie into an actual VHS.
Which part of the movie?
Where she's coming out of the...
The scariest part of the whole film?
Yes.
Oh, man. Okay.
So I got like this VHS from like an old VHS shop and just took it and just recorded it right in the middle.
Oh.
And then we had class excursion, class trip.
I see where this is going. I like this. Okay, continue.
And the bus in the class trip has an actual TV with a VHS thing. So I'm like, oh, I have this movie. Can I play it? So I just put it on there. But the thing is, like, a lot of the people were sleeping by that time. So it's like,
was anyone there to see this epic prank?
Yeah, I guess so. But it wasn't as good as I thought it would be. But yeah, I'm still safe from Sadako because I've recorded in the VHS and made people watch it.
This was you passing the curse off to somebody else. Then.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, fair enough. So that was kind of like your first adventure into the world of video and video editing.
Yeah.
That's quite a story. Wow. Yeah.
Oh wow, we were working with tape.
So all of this was taking place in the Philippines?
Yeah.
Okay. So what was it? So you mentioned that you liked anime, and so you were recording like the intros to your favorite anime songs then.
Yeah.
So was that kind of the thing that kicked off your interest in Japan as well?
Yep. So every time like someone asks me, it's like, what's your kikake? I guess I could never really translate it into English, but I was like, oh, it's actually Sailor Moon.
Really?
Yeah, because I really liked it, and that's the first anime I watched that I remember. I think, so it was Sailor Moon.
Yeah,
and it was because the Philippines is so close to Japan. I guess that like a lot of these animes were in like just national TV.
Oh, really?
It was dubbed though in Filipino. At first they would change the names
of the characters.
Because like Japanese sounding names is hard to remember or something.
Oh.
Recently they don't anymore, but like before, like Usagi was like bunny.
Oh, I can kind of. So it was like a really direct translation.
Yeah, and it's like Ami doesn't need to be translated because like it's kind of sounds like Ami. Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah. So it was from that, and then that kind of combined with like your interest in video and audio work, and then you came to Japan. How old were you when you came to Japan, or rather, like what was your first experience here? Maybe
I was 20, I think 20. Yeah, the Seijin Shiki is 20, right?
Yeah. You're coming of age,
I remember coming here and it's like, oh, like, you're exactly 20, so you could come and go to the Seijin Shiki.
Oh, so okay, so for people who don't know, Japan has like this Seijin no Hi, which is coming of age day, where like everybody who's become 20, which is like the age of the adulthood in Japan, everybody has like a special day where they dress up and they take pictures and go out as like celebration of their new adulthood. So you were here on that day when you were 20.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Was that on purpose? Were you planning that?
No, not. I didn't know about the Seijin Shiki before.
Oh, really?
That. Yeah. And the funny thing is, during that time, they played, Nanchara Densetsu, Moonlight Densetsu, the opening song of Sailor Moon.
Oh, really?
And an orchestra.
So where was all of this happening? You were in Tokyo for this?
No, this one, it was for an exchange student program. I was in Hyogo.
Okay.
Ken. It's right next to Kobe, so I just call it Kobe, but it's actually in Miki City.
Okay.
No one knows it.
I do not know it, but a neighboring city of Kobe.
Yeah.
I see. So that was for a student exchange program, like as a university student?
Yeah. And I guess there was actually this one pathway that I was kind of like, it's either I learn Chinese or I learn Japanese.
Oh.
Because in the Philippines, well, at least in my university, we have to have like what you call this non-local language elective.
Oh, right. Yeah, there's like a requirement.
Foreign language.
Right. We had that in my university too.
Yeah. And of course, English is not one of them. So yeah, there's a lot. You could even learn Bahasa Indonesia if you want.
Really?
Yeah, in my university. But like, so I was choosing between Chinese and Japanese because I was also like addicted to like kung fu movies before.
Cool.
And we had like, oh my god, I miss my cable channel with all the Chinese movies in it. Anyway.
You had a cable channel with only Chinese movies?
Yeah.
Hang on. That's awesome. That's awesome. Like, that's something that I feel like is kind of hard to get into, you know? Like, if you're just a kid at home and you're like, I don't understand what these people are saying, but there's, like, maybe action sometimes or, like, drama that you can at least understand a little bit.
But they were flying off the roofs.
I can immediately see
So
how
as a kid...
Got it. That's so cool.
Some of them have subtitles though, so it was easy to understand for me. Some of them didn't, but it was still funny. I don't know how.
Yeah.
And like I specifically remember my mom coming home and like she was saying like, "Oh, like you shouldn't turn the volume up too much. Our neighbors might think you speak Chinese."
Would that be bad?
And I'm like, yeah. Now that I'm looking at it, I was like, would that be bad? Now I speak Japanese and I'm in Japan.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
But yeah, it was It's kind of like, you know, I don't know what she was thinking.
But either way, that was like another little thing that made you think like, yeah, I would like to go to like Asia and I would like to put together all my different interests and like make something happen. So how long was your stay near Kobe City?
It was just for a year actually.
Okay.
Because just 1 year.
Okay. What were you studying then?
It was
specifically language?
Yeah, it was language. It's exchange student. Like they only put you in the English department though.
Like the English speaking classes or English, some other kind of English department?
No, like it was like there. That university had a specific English department that like people like I don't know. Maybe it's like easier to take care of foreign students in the English department.
I see.
But yeah, it was a very, very good experience.
That's cool. So after you finished that, you went back to the Philippines?
Yeah, and then like I did the rest of my university basically.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and speaking of university, the reason why I was choosing between Chinese or Japanese is because of kanji.
Kanji?
Because like, I really want to learn about Chinese characters.
Oh, and like because in Japanese and kanji. Or Japanese kanji and Chinese kanji like share a lot of the same characters.
But now I'm like,
You wish you'd learned Chinese, do you think?
No, I wish there's no kanji.
Notoriously difficult to learn, for people who come from non-kanji using countries, I think. Yeah. So
I went back to university and like I did a simple kanji exam to take my credit as the Japanese course, because that's one of the requirements. And then I went to do my thesis film. I actually put in some like Japanese in it too.
What was your thesis on?
So as a film student, we have to do our own film basically, and mine is I would call it a comedy, but like it's about these two lesbians who found each other, but then there were angels and homophobes covered in baby powder.
Okay.
Running around and stuff.
Okay.
And do you know Archangel Michael?
Archangel Michael, like as an icon, a religious icon.
Yeah. So like that angel made it into an Archangel Michaela because like who cares about gender?
Okay.
When you're an angel.
Okay.
Yeah.
So was there kind of like a story that the thesis was telling?
Yeah, it's mostly about like religion isn't separate from like being a lesbian. It's like I'm not very religious, but like there are some people who's like if you're a lesbian you cannot be Christian or something. But like to me it's like it's just one of it's like they don't care.
Gotcha.
I mean, yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
And anyway, that was it.
So that was kind of the focus for the thesis. And then once you were finished with film school, then you came directly to Japan?
Yeah, I applied for the Mombusho Scholarship.
The what's it called in English? The MEXT, like the International Government Scholarship. Yeah, or they sponsor international students, right?
Yeah. So I got that and got into Tokyo Gaidai because of it.
So Tokyo, that's what Tokyo Art University.
Yeah, Tokyo University for the Arts. So I got to the film part of it because I'm a film student.
Right.
I don't like do music or
so
like
were you
paint.
going for your master's in film then here?
At first it was just research, but then my sensei was like, you would learn more if you apply as a master student. So I'm like, okay. My research was supposed to be like how they implement manga into live action anime, because like I found it cool. Yeah.
That is interesting. Is that uniquely Japanese?
I think at first it was, but now it's like everywhere. Like we have all the superhero like movies now.
Yeah, like the most recent Spider-Man is a good one, or not, maybe not the most recent now, but the Into the Spider-Verse one.
Oh yeah,
That was like a moving comic book. That was amazing.
Yeah, I love the animation in that one.
That was super cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you did that, and then you were doing your studies at Geida, and then eventually this led to like looking for video work in Tokyo then.
Yeah. So when I was a student, like it was funded by the government, so I don't have to pay school fees, but like I still need some money. So I was looking for a part-time job, and I got it from Craigslist.
Yeah.
Yeah, from the innovative job.
All right, we all had like the same experience. That's where we all met. Yeah,
Yep.
on Craigslist was where the job that I found was posted as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Was yours one? Your one too?
I said on the podcast as well.
Yeah, Meg is on an earlier episode of this series. Also found her job there, and that's where we all met. You were my former, I guess, producer at the company, producer, videographer. Everything yeah, everything there. So that was actually initially a part-time job for you, doing like in-house work for a language learning company.
Yes.
Doing all of that stuff.
Yeah. So at first we were working on like Final Cut Pro and Motion, and I don't even know how to use them now, but we switched to Adobe, which was way more normal again.
That was more like at least at that time it was better as a better choice for the software that was available.
Yeah, I guess like because like we were there was like the whole Mac versus Windows thing before.
Oh right.
Yeah. Oh my God, I've been here so long.
How long has it been for you now?
Like 10 years now.
Oh, same then. Yeah.
Oh, it's like sorry.
No, not at all. But like I was gonna ask, have you worked? Most of your working life then has been here in Tokyo.
Yeah, definitely.
Have you done any work in like projects in other countries?
Not paid work. It's just like helping out in shoots and stuff. So yeah, I don't know how the tax system works in the Philippines. So yeah,
gotcha.
not very. Yeah.
Gotcha. I could see. Yeah.
But what was it? Yeah. I worked there like as a I was called like video intern for like 2 years, I guess, because I was doing my master's while doing it.
Okay.
But yeah, I learned all of my After Effects skills during that time. So very, very nice experience.
So it was kind of like a good introduction to a lot of different things, I imagine. Then like not just software, but also just like hands-on, like how
working
to like, work
with
people.
people.
Yeah, for sure.
Working with people
schedules.
with different like cultural backgrounds, basically.
Yeah, because you were like managing shoots for like native speakers of languages from many different countries, right?
Yeah.
And like managing like different personalities and different expectations of like how the work is gonna go.
Yeah.
Like, was that? I imagine at times that must be challenging.
Yeah, but like it's more fun than challenging. It's like the challenging part is like they don't show up. So I'm like, okay.
Did that happen a lot?
I mean, some people, yeah. I'm not gonna mention like
names.
Which languages
No.
and names, of course.
No.
But yeah, I don't think it's that hard. Cause like it's simple. Like we just roll the camera, you say the script. I guess like the challenging, I guess, part is some people have problems reading the script.
Right.
Yeah.
Because the scripts are all in English.
Yeah.
And then the speaker's native language a bit too.
And it's like the teleprompter, just like getting used to it is kind of hard for some people. But yeah, it was okay.
That's cool.
And most challenging bit is like waking up getting there at 6.
That's right. We used to have to do like crack of dawn shoots.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting up so early to come and set up like that was old days, like when we used to do shoots in the very, very back of the office. Now it's like there's a proper studio and everything.
Know. I'm like after 8 years or something.
I know, it took 8 years to get like an actual video studio, and now that we have it, it's great. Don't have to do that anymore. But that was challenging, I imagine. Challenging for you, challenging for everybody involved.
But that was the reason why I discovered Monster
Energy drink.
It's like part of my identity.
It's part of your identity.
Yeah.
Even now, do you still drink Monster at work now?
Yeah, but I switched to the white one because the sugar is less.
I see.
I think it's a different sugar or whatever.
Oh, I see.
Right.
So you were working. We worked together for many years, and then you recently decided, like, okay, like I'm ready to kind of like graduate from this experience. You know, I'm ready to move on to the next challenge for me. So you've kind of branched out into doing more like advertising related work.
Yeah.
Then, yeah.
Yeah.
So like, and it sounds like you had like a couple of places that you kind of tried to see, oh, is this a good fit for me? And then ultimately you're now doing kind of like commercial like related work.
Yeah. It's still like in the realm of advertising, I think. It's not like the TV commercials you see, but I will get there.
So you're like so if we wanted to assign you like a title for something, would you be called like a videographer?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a videographer because like I basically do everything. Like my master's was actually art director for film. So we made like sets or costumes or fake blood, my favorite.
Wow, that's a lot of different things.
And then like I'm able to do After Effects and editing, so it's post production. That's all inside videographer. I mean, I guess videographer normally is just like you shoot and you edit it and make a whole video yourself.
Okay, I see. So it's like all of the roles come together. Okay, and is the company that you're working for now a Japanese company?
It's a Japanese company, but it's a global network, but it's the Japanese branch. It's one of the Japanese branches.
Okay. So are your team members mostly Japanese people, or are they people from other countries?
Oh, they're also most of them are Japanese, but some are like have they're Japanese, but they grew up in America, and like some are actually like French or Korean. Is there American in there? No. Okay. Sorry. So
it's like it's fairly like international.
Yeah. I mean, like, cause this part, our side of the Japan brand is that we deal with global brands who wants to localize in Japan, or like Japanese brands who wants to go global. So yeah, I think we are our work would be like very, very internationally focused, or like we have to deal with international sides of the business. Okay. So yeah, I think there's more diversity.
I see.
In our office.
I see. So it's not like you're making things like specifically targeted just to like for example, from like a Japanese company to a Japanese audience. But there's a few different kinds of factors that you have to take into mind when you're putting something together. Okay, cool. Yeah. So like your experience now compared to say like, I mean, when you were doing like language related videos, is it like totally completely like another world level of difference?
I think not really, but like just the stakes are higher, and it's like everything needs to be done like because learning videos, it goes for like you know 10 minutes in order to teach something.
Right. And also like a lot of the content are making is like it was YouTube based too.
Yeah. But like when it comes to like advertisements, we have like a tiny amount of time to get our message across.
Okay.
So like that's like the challenge of it. It's like how do you grab someone's attention and listen to it for like 6 seconds and like say whatever you need to say. So it's fun that way because like it's like it's still like a puzzle you want to solve.
Yeah, but I mean that is a totally different, like you have to strategize in a much different way. Like you have to like condense everything. Like if like you're saying like a YouTube video and you know someone's gonna sit there and watch for 10 minutes to learn something, that's a totally different approach than if you're trying to like convince someone to buy a product or like to use a service or something. Yeah. So that's cool though.
Yeah, but like we have like our team is way bigger. Just for one product, it's like we have to go through the creative director, the art director, the copywriter, on everyone. So it's like it's a team effort.
That's
basically.
cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. So is there anything that's like you feel like you're kind of specialized in, or it's like I always get excited when I work on this kind of project, or like I'm super excited to like do this kind of thing? Is there anything like that for you?
It's like right now I'm really excited when I do motion graphics. Cause cause I see a lot of like things on the train is just like moving like slideshows and stuff, and it's like kind of boring. So yeah, like recently I've been watching all those ads on the trains now.
Oh, like paying attention to those things to see how other people are doing it. Yeah.
But yeah, that makes me excited. But also like some part of me is still super excited for doing shoots, because right now I barely do the shoots. Because shoots involve a lot of people, a lot of time. So we like when you get like a TV commercial like project, that immediately goes to like a production company. Because they have everything.
I see.
But like if it's like a internal corporate something, we could still do it. But yeah, I miss shoots too.
I see. Like actually getting to work with people and like make something together with like a team of people.
And like going back to like handling a lot of gadgets.
So that's still kind of something that you like to do. Like even like before this shoot today, you're like sitting there like sharing all these interesting things I didn't know about this camera that I've been using. Like, oh, I can control it from my phone. Yeah, like I had no idea. So here you are, like saving the day gadget-wise again too. That is cool. That is cool.
Oh, yeah.
But is there anything like if you had to like choose your dream project, or if there's like something that you really want to make, because you're talking about how you were making kind of films in film school, and I know that you've made some like you've done some short film work outside of like your like professional work too, or maybe it was professional. But like, are there any other like kind of projects that you also would really like to be able to create someday?
Well, like definitely like my dream is to actually make a movie, or like be part of like a movie that like I really like the message of, something that like promotes like lesbian gender and gender topics, and not in like a very art house drama way, but more in a cool like superhero way. Okay. Yeah. So it's like there's a character that's like kind of the focus of the story, and it's made to look like a cool like kind of kick-ass character, as opposed to like a like poor me sort of interpretation. I mean like there's been a lot of like the L word, like Sex and the City vibe kind of thing, but also that's like that's cool, but then I want to be like over the top. I see. And extra.
just for the fun of it. Yeah. I could see that. That could be fun.
So because I don't know, it's like my it really sticks to me more if if it's campy and like super colorful, vibrant stuff, just like attacking your visual.
I see.
But some like that sticks to me more than like, let's have fun tonight, girls.
I get it. So like for you, that's just like a more relatable like. Maybe, I don't know if eye-catching is the right word, but it's like it's something that really like strikes you. You know. I'm gonna remember that for a while, like that experience.
And it's I guess like. It's not much of it has been done too, so like it's kind of fresh for a lot of people if they get to see something like that. Yeah, and like I mean, admittedly, I'm not really familiar with any kind of like lesbian or gay or like media, because I mean, as a straight person, I guess I haven't had like the feeling to like go and like search that kind of thing out. But does that kind of material, does that kind of media even, does anything even similar to what you just described exist? Right now, I'm just like, everyone's just hoping that like this superhero is gay or lesbian, but like of course like big studios would never say so. Right, like they prefer to like leave it unsaid. As opposed to just like making the decision and being like, no, we're gonna like present this person as like queer, like let's just do it. I guess see. Like there's some in like TV series now, like American TV series, I guess. CW. I don't watch very much TV. Oh yeah, you've been here for 10 years. I forget. I don't watch very much TV. I watch a couple things. Like the Netflix. I haven't really found something like that on Netflix, at least. I see.
That sounds very cool though. Like I can imagine that. I can imagine that, and like I can imagine like the importance of having a team of people behind a project like that has like an intimate connection with that kind of project too would make such a difference as opposed to like a big like Hollywood studio trying to make something similar.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely. Yeah, that's why like it's important that like you have people who understand the characters behind the scenes working.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Cool. Okay. I want to shift topics a little bit about like your work experience and coming to Japan and working in Japan and all that kind of stuff. Like now you said you've been here for 10 years. Is there anything that you know now that you wish you had known before, like when you first began your work?
Tax.
Tax?
No.
Tax?
I still don't know it, by the way. But no.
You know, surely.
Okay. No. Let's see. Cause like.
But you mean like how to navigate the Japanese tax system?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a hurdle.
Yeah.
It's a hurdle for a.
I mean, like doing freelance is fun in a way, but like then you have to think of these things and like. Anyway.
Paperwork.
Sorry.
Okay, but that's a reality. You know, it's a reality of doing your work in any foreign country. I think it's like there's all the fun of doing like a creative project in some other country, and then you get down to it, and you're like, oh my gosh, how do I make sure I do all this legally, properly? Oh man, and then you take
kicked out of the country.
Yeah, and then you have to take like I don't know about you, but I'll like sit in my house for like 3 days straight in like a summoning circle of like receipts, like in front of my computer, like oh my god, I have to like check.
We
all
need
these
to have
things.
like tax night.
Tax night, yeah.
It's like just come over, like let's do our taxes.
Yeah, it's very exciting. But to be fair, like I feel like in general, like the Japanese tax office is very helpful. Like if you like take a question into them, they'll help you for free, and that's something I didn't know for a long time either. Like that was really helpful and like not so scary. So I feel like we don't, at least in the States. Well, maybe we do now, but that was something that I would never think to do in the USA, like just take my question to a person at the tax office that's just sitting there at a dedicated like corner to answer my stupid questions. But that's something cool. But tax is one thing you wish you had known and now you do.
I think it's most of some part of me wish that like I've started just working inside the filmmaking industry and not like going through like YouTube and stuff because like they have a thing here in this country. When I tried to shift over to advertising, is that like you don't have any advertising background, so like it's not, you're not really what we're looking for.
Okay.
So it's like, so how do you get in?
I see. So it's kind of like if you don't start from advertising, they question whether or not like the experience you do have is going to be valuable.
Yeah. And it's weird because like I'm not applying to be like an aegyo person in advertising.
Aegyo is like means sales.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
The sales. Or like but I want to get like my video skills and like make it for advertising.
Apply them to something different from what you've made in the past.
So, but then like, cause part of me is also like, I want to do more films than advertising, but like I like them both. Most also cause advertising gives you money too.
So advertising is a little bit better in terms of like a secure job.
Cause like I think film is mostly freelance based. And it's hard, freelance is hard. Like sometimes you have a lot of jobs, sometimes you don't, and also tax.
There's a theme here.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, for me, filmmaking is still like my dream. Unlike just doing a bunch of stuff for advertising.
Yeah.
But it's also like a very stable way to go.
For sure. Yeah. For sure. Absolutely.
And so maybe I'll cross over one day. I'm not sure, but like I'm here right now.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
So the job that you have now with a like Japanese company, part of like a Japanese branch of a company, that was when you interviewed for that job. Was one of their concerns like, oh, you don't have advertising experience?
No, it was a different place that actually told me, and it's not actually. I think I just got the feedback from like a recruiter or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this one. But this one they said it's like, oh, it really helps that you have been in advertising, because like before this job I went to another advertising job, and that place is more international, so like they kind of were just hiring people basically.
I see.
So that was easier to get in. So I think it's a big deal to them.
Okay.
Like you
like
have
that experience.
or like just being in the industry.
Do you think that's kind of like a Japanese style of thinking?
I think so.
Or would that be the same in any other country, I wonder?
But then, like, I haven't
Right?
tried other countries.
Right. So that's just kind of the vibe here for sure. There's something else that I wanted to ask you about, though. Do you use Japanese at work?
Not as much. When I have to write emails, though, no, I only write to my producer who is French, so like I do it in English. But like if you want to be conversing with other people, then like I use Japanese.
Have you felt like there's like a language barrier in any of the jobs that you've done?
Well, like the first one, like, so this dude it's not in this job, so the one before was like saying like, oh, my Japanese is not good, and it might be that my Japanese is not good enough, that's why I wasn't able to take his directions properly. And I'm like, but like it's just putting the blame on me, because like we agreed that like we're gonna come in on a Saturday, and he didn't basically. So I'm like, but that's not the Japan, like he was saying that like I should have done it this way, but I'm like, but we weren't there to actually like.
I see.
And then in the end it was like the actual delivery date, and the client is the one who like saw a kanji mistake, and I'm like, I only copy pasted it from that dude's like script. So I'm like, who's like bad at Japanese now?
I see. So sometimes there may be like language barrier issues. Sometimes there are also just general like human mistakes.
It's just like a lot of Japanese people like still think that like once you don't know this one word, you don't know Japanese. It's like even made a mistake like a bit with like what you're saying, then like, oh, I need to speak to you in English because you don't know Japanese.
I've had that experience too, actually. Like if there's like one vocabulary word I don't know in a conversation, like they'll sometimes I'll ask the question or whatever, and be like, oh, what does that word mean? Or like a friend will explain the word to me, but then they assume like from that point on, like, oh, she doesn't really speak Japanese. I'm like, no, please just continue talking to me. I just didn't know that one word.
Exactly.
Like,
It's like it's very black and white basically.
Yeah, I've had that issue a couple of times too.
Although there was this one very embarrassing moment.
What happened?
It was like last week during health check.
Okay.
So this time the health check happens in our company. So like the health check people come to our company.
Okay.
So I was lying there with like a bunch of my colleagues, like 5 of them or something. And the nurse or something, medical person, comes over. It's like, is Japanese okay? Like, Nihongo daijoubu desu ka? And I'm saying like, oh, daijoubu desu. And then she was checking my thing. It's like, have you eaten something before 10 or whatever? And like I said, no, yes. Like, blah, blah, blah. And then she was checking. It's like, oh, you have your pee, okay.
That's right. They make you bring your own sample to the health check. You're responsible for preparing a sample prior to the health check.
Yeah. And it's like, so, prior health checks, like, we all need to bring pee, okay, fine. And then there's this other, I don't know, it's like a flask, not a flask, like
a vial
or something. It's made of plastic. I didn't really know what it's about.
Okay.
So I just brought it. It's like, oh, you don't have how about your oben?
Oh.
It's like,
oh.
It's like what's like, like, well, apparently you can also like opt out of it. So I was like, what's an oben? I was like, oben? And he was like, yeah, you don't have your oben. And she takes out the vial. I was like, you don't have it. I'm like, oh, I don't know what it is. So I was like, I asked my colleague to my side, very loud, like, what's an oben?
And the answer is?
And the answer is It's poop. So that's my Japanese Japanese word of the week.
Now you'll never forget the word, right?
Yep. It's
It's
oben.
a little trauma, a little healthcare trauma.
Is it like, yeah, what's a ben? I said.
Like, there's no graceful way. Like, when you don't know what that means, like, how else are you gonna, like,
Yeah.
how do you know that that's maybe,
It's
like,
like
a
imagine
weird
like
word
someone
to
just asking, it's like, what's a feces?
Yeah.
I was like, I think it's like that. So I'm like, I don't know. I have to ask. So I'm like, by that point, I'm like, I don't think I will take any. I will not give you any of it right now.
I'm opting out of this.
Yes, I do not have any choice, or it's either to throw away my shame, or do this and do this test, or like just opt out of it.
I see. So you opted out.
Yeah, I'm
You
good.
opted to opt out.
Yep,
Okay.
I'm good with the Ben.
Well, important words.
Yeah.
Important words to know.
Important.
Fantastic. Okay. Then, in kind of moving towards the end of our time together, our talk together, I want to ask you now about more forward-thinking things. I want to ask you what or who really like inspires you, or is there somebody that you really like, someone's work or a group's work that you're really interested in, or someone that you really want to work with in the future? Like someone's movies that you really like, or an artist or something.
I mean,
like
it's
that.
it feels so weird to like just name someone from Hollywood and stuff, and I'm like, they're like Hollywood people. Like, I don't think I'm never gonna be at that level, but like who knows and stuff.
True.
But like, it's not even like working with these known people. I'm just like, I feel like I want to work with the people who made like Game of Thrones.
Ah. Why that show?
I don't know. It's like it's because it's art direction, like costume heavy stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like, that would be cool.
Mm.
Like having your own set, like going to Scotland and filming
On location.
on location.
Yeah, these like really big epic stories.
I want to meet the dragon.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
And yeah, I was actually like just researching more about like filming in London, and I feel like they make cooler stuff than Hollywood, to be honest.
I kind of see what you mean. Like, I feel like the stuff that I've watched, some of the things that I've watched in British media are a bit like grittier
Yeah.
than Hollywood media.
Yeah.
Like have you seen Luther?
Yeah. Oh my god, I love Luther.
Oh. So good. So good.
Yeah. Like the British like detective like series are so good.
Yeah.
I'm just like-
Sherlock.
Yeah. I'm just like, yeah, I definitely would like to work with those people,
For
basically.
sure.
And I mean, like, because like some Hollywood films actually like film in like London studios.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
Not sure which ones,
Huh.
but like, yeah. I don't know if it's something to do with tax. But speaking of which, I actually like just watched a movie yesterday night.
Yeah?
It was like Once Upon in Hollywood.
Oh, is
It's
that the
the
new
new
Leonardo
Tarantino. Yeah.
DiCaprio one?
Yeah.
I've heard
Yeah.
words.
It was okay. Yeah. I mean, it's like it's a Tarantino film.
I
kind
see.
of vibe. Anyway, but yeah, they were talking about like filming a lot. So just like yeah, like I would like to be in a film set basically.
What if you, like, do you imagine yourself being in Tokyo or in Japan long term then?
I feel like right now, to me, Tokyo is still like a stepping stone. I feel like I could still do more outside of Tokyo, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, while I'm here, I'm like doing all the stuff I could,
Cool.
basically.
So if you met somebody who's like thinking of coming to Japan, coming to work in Japan and doing like media related work, do you have any like advice for them?
Networking
Mm.
is really you need networking.
Okay.
Because you can't just come here and like, I do stuff. Even if you have like a very good resume, like people will be like, sure.
Yeah, who do you know?
Then,
Why should I trust you?
Yeah, but then like I know this guy who knows this guy, and like we worked with them before, blah blah blah. So like networking is a must.
Okay.
Basically.
Do you have Meishi? You have Meishi, business cards, yeah?
Yeah.
Like that's another little thing that I think a lot of people don't, like they underestimate the importance of having a physical business card to hand to somebody. You gotta have that if you want to work with Japanese people.
Yeah,
for
definitely.
Sure.
And
for sure.
yeah, having your own like website, it helped me a lot.
Okay.
Because like it made me more memorable, I guess. Like and I kind of want to. What? I want to show my Meishi.
Oh, show. I don't know that we'll be able to like see it.
Oh.
The camera is quite small.
But yeah.
A little outside assistance.
It's not my Meishi for my actual work right now.
This is your freelance. Meishi means business card.
Oh,
your
freelance,
freelance, your freelance business card.
Yeah, my freelance business card.
Because you actually drew.
Yeah.
If it's the one that you showed me a while back, you actually drew characters that represented the different things that you were capable of doing, right?
Yep.
And put them on business cards.
Yes.
So she's grabbing her business card from her card case.
Business card ASMR.
You're getting ASMR directions from our studio guest today.
Okay. This is a business card.
I like how right out of the gate this is an ASMR podcast. Oh my gosh. So what is on this business card?
So I have the director card.
Uh-huh.
So I make it more look like a playing card, basically. So if you remember, like the Joker and the Queen, they're like on top and bottom. Like, you could do it one way or the other.
Okay, so the card's like whether it's facing like the correct way up or not.
Yeah,
it's the same.
So yeah, I just made it look like that.
Okay, maybe I'll just take a picture of this and like post it on the project page or something.
And this is the filmmaker card, and I have a different one with like a cinematographer card.
I think that's the one that you gave me. It was like the cinematographer, maybe the videographer. It's like someone has a camera like on their shoulder. Yeah.
Then it's also like Yu-Gi-Oh.
So do you like choose which card to give to which person, or do you? Oh, okay.
Yeah, kind of. Cause if I worked as an art director, I do the art director card. But yeah, I just printed them at home, and then like I found this place in Hong Kong that.
Nice.
But yeah.
So that's
business
like
card.
Definitely an investment to make for sure.
Yeah. And a website.
Okay. Business card, website, networking.
Or like a reel. Something you could show.
Right.
Yeah.
Not just going, hey, I know how to do these things.
It's like a resume is like okay, but like they don't really know what you worked on if they just see the words basically. So yeah.
Okay. Nice. All right. I think that's about all of the questions that I have and all of the time that I will take from you. Do you have any finishing thoughts that you would like to add?
Oh my God, taxes.
Just kidding. And with that, thank you very much for chatting with me. I enjoyed this immensely, as always.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for watching this episode of Non-Native Creative. If you liked this episode, please make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Feel free to leave comments about this episode in the comments section too. Please make sure to stop by the project Patreon at patreon.com/nonnativeCreative. Patrons can get access to Patreon-only discussions, bonus behind-the-scenes media, interview transcripts, and access to patron-only live streams. Your support will help make sure the series can continue to share exciting, interesting stories from creative people working across borders. Thanks again for watching. See you next week.